really posh place that would all be in the news right now. But still to this day, what did you hear about it? Nothing about the victims. Mate, pretty joke.
Oh yeah, a UK judge police probe of transphobic tweets was unlawful. A British court says police infringed a man's right to free expression when they showed up at his workplace to quiz him over his Twitter post about transgender people. What is going on? Freedom of speech, people. What? People can't say stuff? Imagine if I tweet something and that's a bit like, I don't know, and then you get hate for it. And it was basically, they've also got some...
Katie Hopkins gets to tweet about black people every freaking day.
Yeah, do you know how much racism I've had to like put up and see online? And like, I don't see anyone going to jail for saying stuff. Like, it's ridiculous. And then now, if you're a Christian black person or Muslim, you're already an oppressed group. Now you're not allowed to express your beliefs in God now. It's just getting a bit ridiculous.
It's absolutely pants.
I feel like the debate for these discussions haven't happened yet, and it's like,
I think it did happen a few years ago, and it's just been
I haven't heard nothing of it.
But it's like, you know what? We're not gonna let the church be in control of this country anymore.
But was the church even in control?
Yes,
because the things
that back in the Tudor
but the things that are legal, was it actually in control?
Yes.
No, because the things that are legal, it's not.
That's how
the things that the law put in place is not Christian.
After that's why we've got divorce in this day and age as well, because of King Henry VIII.
Divorce isn't a thing as well. Like, who's Henry VIII?
A king.
Is he a prophet? No.
A king.
So like I said, the laws ain't been following the Bible ever. Everything that's going on in this world has never been following.
Like, the churches used to rule what the country does, did they? And then it became the government, then it became the king and stuff like that. Then he divorced from the church and stuff, made his own little religion, didn't he?
Yeah, but I do not believe at all that this country was ever a Christian country.
It was a Christian country.
No.
People going out on...
Not in my lifetime. Not in my lifetime.
People be going out pilgrimaging and stuff like that. We've got martyrs in this country.
Not in my lifetime.
Yeah, not in our lifetime, of course.
Not the things I've seen in the media and stuff. No, it never was. Not in our lifetime. No, not for the last 20 years.
The Crusades. That was basically a war between the Muslims and the British Christians, do you know what I mean? Like, this is hundreds of years ago, bearing in mind. Obviously not in our lifetime, but this country was ruled by the church. But obviously you see that the government got involved, and now they're in charge of our country, and it's all pants from here. Pants from here.
Even with this story as well, like, if someone comments on the fact that these athletes are male being female, whatever, and they're trying to compete with females, are you not allowed to say anything like, no, they can't because they're like biologically like stronger and you can't say that?
Well, there's certain rules in place that they have because obviously
what
genetically.
Rules? Do you know? Because I don't know. They haven't run it through the country.
So basically, I don't think as a transgender person you're actually allowed to compete in certain things just because.
But that's the issue with the news right now, because in America it's happening. I don't know if this person that tweeted,
I think one of the people,
they're saying that's hate speech.
I think the person they were probably talking about was a hermaphrodite, and people were saying that.
No, there was two males.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a different story. That's a different story.
Man, did you hear about this black football player that was at a Donald Trump conference and he shouted, "You're the first black president"? I don't care how you feel in your politics, and do you know what I mean? But don't ever disrespect people by turning around. Number one, Barack Obama was the first black president. Number two, to then turn around and say, "Oh, Donald Trump is out here doing things for black people. He's the first black president."
Because he's related to Queen Elizabeth and stuff. I don't know. He's related to George Bush too. Look it up, people. Don't take the coincidence.
I don't care. This person's calling Donald Trump the first black president. Do you know what I mean? And it's just because you're a Donald Trump supporter, but you're in such a huge role model point just because you've got so many followers and so much money from your football career.
Yeah.
But I can't with this.
But Donald Trump and Obama have been called the Messiah before as well. Like, they've been saying that they're Jesus.
Obama never said it was Jesus.
No, not him. I'm saying articles like media and stuff like that. And fans have said stuff like that about Obama and
people
Trump.
People want them to hate them. Do you know what I mean? They hate them.
What, Obama and Trump? People want people to hate them.
Of course people want. They don't support their politics, of course they're gonna hate, do you know what I mean? And they need to find ways to undermine everyone else's perception of that person. Because that's the only way you can undo someone that's doing, good things.
I don't know. It's questionable, man. Oh yeah, what's it? British CEO of Global Church Planting Network removed over accusations of bullying.
Plantain or planting? Oh, I thought it was
Plantain.
plantain.
Oh, plantain.
I'm hungry.
Man, there was more on this story that I had, but I can't remember.
There was.
It was somewhere. I got a lot of news articles here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but this guy wasn't allowed to do his speech at a conference or something. He's not allowed to talk about what he thinks on LGBT and stuff like that. And yeah, people have made a campaign that he should be allowed to talk. I think his name's Franklin. Oh no, it's Franklin Graham. Yeah, Franklin Graham decided to do a lawsuit as well because of the complaints and the fact that he's not allowed to do his talk in Scotland, I think.
Well, yeah, England's not gonna let him in now. Well, UK's not gonna let him in. Is he from somewhere else, like America or something?
Yeah, I think he's from America.
Yeah, so they're not gonna let you in if you're doing hate speech against, well, mainly only gay people, the LGBT.
But who knows if it's hate speech? We don't actually know fully what he was gonna say or what he says.
Look at Beanie Man, he's still banned from England, isn't he? Like,
Was he?
he was banned from that one song. You know that. You know that song? He got banned because obviously it's pretty good.
Oh, is it? He says that? Okay. Well, Franklin Graham fires back at this by saying that people are truthophobic, that the LGBT radicals are truthophobic. The gospel is what is really being banned from these venues. And that's true, actually, because, yeah, it is a bit silly. If you can't, like, say... Like, telling you what we believe is out of love. It's not like out of like trying to be like, don't be who you are. Like when you become a Christian, you kind of drop those sort of things that you used to like and it becomes a new identity sort of thing. So it's not like, I don't think it's hateful to express the Bible. But I think the media is kind of making it gay against Christians, sort of gay against church,
everything's so divided.
The media's making it divided,
yeah.
Like, and they're trying to make it seem like Christians really focus so much on gay people, like, oh, that's the only thing that people care about, and it's like, no, that's what the media seems to be caring about. Because literally, I can't even find a story without finding something against church and LGBT, lately. And it's trending, yes, it's trending.
Trending.
Oh my gosh.
Trending.
It's like you can't even avoid this whole situation, literally. Oh yeah, and England's got the new £20 note.
Oh, I got one the other day. It's exactly like the £5 notes.
And London Central Mosque stabbing, man is arrested. So this happened.
That was an act of terrorism, but they refused to call it an act of terrorism. I think personally the Imam shouldn't have stood forward and said, "Oh, I forgive him." I think it should have been, you know what I mean, made an example out of it, because
yeah, but if you forgive, your reward is great in heaven.
But that's what the
I don't know
point
if
I'm
that's the
trying to
same thing
make.
with Muslims.
But that's not the point I'm trying to make. He should have pushed that it was an act of terrorism. He's not even trying to press the charges or nothing.
Because people know that we're gonna get this, we're gonna get hate. Everyone's gonna get hate in the world.
There needs to be more stories when it is an act of terrorism. We need to point out and make sure it says white's act of terrorism, because they're constantly going on about how it's, you know, either Asian act of terrorism or, you know what I mean?
But terrorism has been happening for these sort of groups for a long time, and it's never really taken seriously.
But white people have way more acts of terrorism than actual Asians, and that's what people aren't realizing. But it's only because it's so much in the news. Do you know what I mean? That
what, white people have more terrorism?
Yes, they make way more acts of terrorism.
Oh, acts of terrorism.
Yeah, they have way more acts. No, they have way more acts of terrorism than any other group. But it's only constantly like the Asians that are looked at.
Yeah, exactly. And like now there's gonna be more like the Christian people, especially black Christians. We got enough hate. Yeah, we don't need to be oppressed more for our faith. Like I'm tired of this. It's like I'm new to this. Yeah, I don't want more hate. I already deal with enough things, literally. Oh my days. What else? And instead of focusing on this hate. Like, instead of hate rising, why is no one coming together to focus on these pedophiles? Because what's it? Prince Andrew's out there.
Mate,
they're still out there.
Because they defected They deflected the whole Prince Andrew thing with the whole Megxit stuff. Like
Megxit.
Megxit.
It's like,
Yeah.
you know Meghan's black. She's been black since she married Harry. I don't care about that.
That's why they're hating on her. They're trying to deflect from it. Everyone's out here talking about, you know, how Caroline Flack, especially Piers Morgan, that's someone that really rubs me up the wrong way.
Piers
out
Morgan.
here, yeah.
Who's that one with the TV show.
The Piers Morgan, you know, the guy, basically the male version of Katie Hopkins that's always constantly coming for Meghan, yeah.
He's always talking about LGBT and all this stuff.
Yeah, but he's always...
No, I'm saying, is he the one that's London Morning?
TV,
or something?
Morning,
Yeah, that guy, yeah, I know you're talking about.
Like, I really dislike this guy so much, and the fact that he's constantly so on like Meghan, always coming for her, always tweeting, he's obsessed with her, yeah. But well, in the same breath, he made out a tweet saying, "Oh, Jamelia used to bully Caroline Flack, and you made her kill herself." What are you talking about? Look at what you're doing. You're like a man on a freaking platform sitting there talking about women every day on all your different platforms, on TV, on your Twitter. Do you know what I mean? When you go on a talk show, you're constantly talking about this girl, you're bullying her, but saying the same breath, "Oh, you guys are bullying this person, what you're doing is right." You're just trying to, do you know what I mean? It's, you got no actual reason to hate this lady, but yet she's got more column inches of hate than Prince Andrew, who's a freaking, do you know what I mean? It's a liberty, and that's when you start to understand white privilege and things like that, and how
Is it white privilege though? He's fake. That guy's fake. The topics he talks about sometimes interesting, but sometimes the things he says, I'm just like, this guy is fake. He's there to make it seem like there's a voice, like he's the voice of the people, like he's bringing these things to light and stuff like that.
No, it's
but he's not even like,
he's just trying to, he's there helping brainwash all the people seeing our hair go,
and make them focus on Meghan.
You guys are racist, I don't care what you say. You agree with this guy, racist, don't care.
And even racism is a divide and conquer thing, because have you watched the 13th? Everyone listening, watch the 13th, yeah? That explains everything. This is all organised rubbish. Like, they know it's rubbish.
Yeah,
it's organised rubbish.
We're just dividing even more.
Would you like us to bring you some food?
No, thank you. Oh, we want it. No, that's fine, it's fine.
Later.
Yeah, later. It's a very nice community centre here. You guys should come to Grove Park.
Yeah.
They got food for us.
We've got enough charity events going on up in the street too.
Yeah, pop-up markets. Yes.
Make sure you come down here.
A lot of love. And good food. Yeah, oh yeah, school buses stuff urges Prince Andrew to talk to the FBI about Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah? So nothing's happened yet with this story, yeah? And I'm like, this guy needs to go to jail. This is a black man or something, yeah, who wasn't there. Yeah, like they seem to be arresting like traffickers and things like that.
No,
nothing seems to be happening.
He's getting sentenced.
There's too much evidence.
Was that he's taken to hospital with
Not
chest
Harvey
pain.
Weinstein. Jeffrey Epstein.
He
No,
killed himself.
Prince Andrew.
Oh, Prince Andrew. Okay.
Yeah, they're saying what's his they want to find out about him and Jeffrey Epstein. But the FBI, like, literally, what are you doing? Like, you should already know. You already know what's going on. You already know what people do. You already know what's in his phone.
They know about
mate, FBI. What do you do except for like anyway? And Tommy Robinson locks horns with RT's saying worlds apart as the British activist brings his rape of Britain lecture to Russia.
What? Of course you're linking up with Russia.
Yeah, so he's saying grooming gangs from Islam. He's still talking about this, but he
Mate.
go and talk about Prince Andrew.
Because they have an agenda.
Mate, if you keep saying that Muslims are the only ones doing this, I'm actually gonna flip out, because I'm like, this is old news now.
Focus on your own group.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let the Muslims sort that out, and you can sort out your own thing.
Let the police sort
out
that
Prince
out.
Andrew.
Precisely.
Because I'm sure it's quiet on that though, it's quiet on that. Oh yeah, in Nigeria, 5 churches burned, many Christians killed. Globally, a lot of Christians are getting persecuted, so this is really sad news. And it's sad that in Western countries, they're not even allowed to express themselves. So, yes. And what other news? Child rape grooming gang consisted of 55 asylum seekers kept secret by Scottish police for 3 years. So where's Tommy Robinson's on this? It's like, where is
Come
he?
on.
Where's his speech?
Like,
Where's his speech?
focusing, I'm blaming.
It was the Muslims. Like, no, they tried. And the police and politician turned blind eye to Westminster child abuse claims. Where's Tommy
Of
Robinson?
Of course. No evidence can be found. Liars, they paid you off.
Yeah, allegations of child sexual abuse connected to Westminster ignored victims and showed excessive defence to MPs and ministers fighting to clear their reputations, and investigation has found the long-awaited report by the independent inquiries into child sexual abuse into the most politically sensitive sections of its works. However, dismisses claims of any conspiracy involving an organised Westminster paedophile network. Yeah, of course they would dismiss that claim that there's any conspiracy going on. Conspiracy, tinfoil hat, conspiracy.
No. Wait, what was that? I was trying to make the
Scooby-Doo or something? I can't believe Franklin Graham's thing got cancelled in Glasgow, but yeah, that happened. And Prince Andrew may be linked with sex offender Peter Nygaard.
Of course.
So
of course.
he's linked with
Buddies.
Jeffrey Epstein and this guy.
Probably Harvey Weinstein too. Let's look at this. Hey, that's what I want to talk about. Harvey Weinstein. So
Yeah.
obviously you know how he was charged with the serious counts of, the rape and stuff like that with his girls.
Yeah.
So on his way to the cells, because they didn't let him go on bail. So he had his chest pains,
Yeah.
allegedly, and they took him to hospital. You know what Bill Cosby done tweeted, yeah?
What?
His official statement was something about how the rich people need to stick together, they're out here trying to...
Rich people need to stick together.
That's what I'm trying to say. Bill Cosby should have minded his business in his prison cell. Like, what are you
Man, these
doing?
black people aren't black people.
Why are you
They're not
defending
black
this
people.
guy?
They're not real, man. And Steven Spielberg, yeah, that's another thing I want to
Oh.
because it's actually quite crazy. And Harvey Weinstein, one of the people that were gonna say something, I'm trying to find the story, but they were gonna say something about him, ended up getting hit by a car.
Yikes.
I can't, where is that freaking story? You brought this up
Give
on
me
me,
the
man.
story.
Oh yeah, key witness in Harvey Weinstein's trial, hit by a car and hospitalized with broken bones. Oh,
Yikes.
that's funny, isn't it? Wonder what happened and why.
Who, what, where?
It's like they need to start arresting these people before the victims end up getting hurt and silenced.
Mate, I just don't understand.
Oh yeah, Steven Spielberg, yeah, his daughter in porn. What the heck's that about?
So they adopted her, and now she wants to become a porn. Actually, she was just arrested the other day for domestic violence on her boyfriend. So
She said that she was abused by men outside of not Steven Spielberg, outside of the family when she was young, and that's why she wants to she's got split personality disorder supposedly, and that's why she wants to go into porn. What's going on in Hollywood?
Hollywood.
And then look at this. I posted
That's so
this on. You can look at this on the True Dat fan page. Supposedly there's some girl called Heather O'Rourke. Asked Steven Spielberg what happened to her. So this child actor died at like 7, and then Drew Barrymore, she got put into an institute at 13 by her mom because she had a
At
mental
12,
break.
she was drinking and doing drugs. Like,
If you look at the pictures, it's so weird. Like Steven Spielberg, like he's got Drew Barrymore lighting his cigarette, sitting on.
holding alcohol.
He's got other people's children sitting on his lap. I don't know who would let their child sit on some director's lap.
Like, my kid's gonna be at someone's party.
Smoking cigarettes, like at some party.
Let me catch my child up, like sparking it up for someone. Oh boy.
She's friends with Charlie. Feltman. What's his name? Something.
Oh, Corey.
Corey Feldman. Yeah. And yeah, her mother used to dress her as an old woman. It's just very questionable things around it, like. And the people,
really,
and he was friends with Harvey Weinstein. Good friends. Look at them buddy together.
Oh, look at that. You almost see their secret handshake. Like.
Yeah, exactly. Mate. Don't even get me started. What the heck? Yeah, she said she was abused by monsters, yeah. So I don't know what that's about, but yeah, it's a bit questionable, and I don't believe in coincidences.
I just feel sorry. Especially when she was adopted, like.
Yeah, she's adopted, and that's what happens with a lot of these celebrity children. They're adopted, they're not even their children.
Yeah.
And it's very weird that we're just watching abuse done in our faces like this. and no one does anything. But don't worry, Tommy Robinson's focusing on the Muslims. But anyway, we're gonna go to some music, cut to some good old music. Yay! Okay, we're gonna start off with Glory, Even and Eris. Yay, that's nice. And we'll be back.
Hi, Abs.
Shut up. Praise the Lord, praise Jesus. Can you hear that at Grove Park Community Centre? Why? Yeah, loud and proud. Yeah. Yay. Woo. Yes. Anyway, welcome back to True That. Yes, we are back. I hope you enjoyed the music that we played.
There were some awesome tunes, bangers.
Some good bangers. We played some Mary Mary classics that people should like. And yeah, we're going to do some Christian news, some DDKIS playlist next. Whoa. So, Gary, what news you got for us?
Here we go. Oprah took a little tumble on stage when she was giving a delivery of her talk about balance, which is ironic. And I was reading through the comments and someone said the ghost of Michael Jackson tumbled, pushed her over, and
Why Michael Jackson? That's so
because
random.
she's coming from Michael Jackson, remember? She's trying to do the documentary series.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Man, Oprah, just stop it.
That's
Just
why
allow
people are getting
yourself.
mad because her and Gail are just constantly coming for all these black men, but they've got loads of pictures with Harvey Weinstein in it. No one said a single word about him, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, she needs to just stop. Oprah, just stop.
Stop it. BJ and GF, Carrie Simmons, are expecting their first baby together. So
Congratulations.
this will be Boris's 5th child.
Oh, Boris. I didn't know we were talking about Boris. I mean,
yeah.
BJ's having another kid.
Yeah. I love how you went from to
No, I heard about this and I'm like, yeah.
spray it like
Well, this isn't good for his last wife or whatever.
a girlfriend.
Girlfriend, sorry.
A girlfriend.
Well, we already heard a lot about BJ. So we got BJ for England and Trump for America. What do you expect, people? What do you expect?
So a local newspaper wanted to know, why does the left have so much hate for Priti Patel? Because she's a giant backstabbing, hypocritical snake, two-headed snake, like
Yes.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I honestly just can't stand the women. But thank you, Boris, for putting her in charge once again. I would say, but on radio.
Yeah, that's what
It's a Sunday. 12 new cases of coronavirus confirmed in the UK. Where are these people? Where are they catching it from? And oh my gosh.
Mate, this reminds me of I Am Legend and all the zombie films I don't want to be in.
Yeah, they're not turning to zombies, thankfully. I think I'd
Yeah, thank the
much
Lord.
rather just die instead of turning to zombies.
I mean, we could die of anything any day, so
But
really,
not by zombie, please. Like,
so really just sort yourself out. Realize why you're here, you know?
my mom and dad. Like.
Oh yeah, and what's it also in China? They're stopping them eat those crazy meats that they eat in those crazy.
Good. They should have stopped that long time ago. From when we had the boiling things going on, from the people eating the bats and the monkeys.
Yeah.
Like, we know you can't eat these things. But
I saw some cute little Chinese girl just eating a bat soup. I was like, that is
What the
disgusting.
heck? It's like they're like, oh no, it's what we used to do back in the day. It's like there's the reason why so many of our ancestors didn't live past the age of 27. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you lived to 28, they called you a witch. Like, witch. Like, no
the
one.
Bible does say not to eat bat and pig and all that.
Yeah, but
Swine.
Brits, like.
Which pigs ain't that great, man. They're overrated.
Oh,
Once you cut it out of your diet, it's not that crazy.
this girl, get a load of this crap. But
Like, oink, oink. What will you eat, yeah?
don't care. Like, tasty. Like.
And also, oh yeah, there's a conspiracy out there that 5G might be what's making people sick.
Duh.
But a lot of people are like, oh no, that can't be because it's a virus, and the media said it's a virus. But at the same time, China did bring like 5G up, 5G towers and stuff, and people are getting sick from it.
I think this thing's definitely man-made, and 5G is man-made.
Which,
isn't it?
whatever it is, 5G.
5G is playing a part in cancer. Don't worry, we'll hear about those in a few years' time.
This has been put upon us. It feels like, yeah, that's the narrative here.
It's just scary.
Is it scary?
Yes, it's scary having your brain microwaved without your permission.
And they got facial recognition, so this 5G will help with facial recognition, so they'll be able to spot who's sick, and they're also going to get rid of cash. It's going to be a cashless society.
Oh my gosh.
Because they're saying that the virus can be spread through cash.
Oh, get out of here. I'm using my coins. You're not taking away my pennies from me. That's how it all begins, and then next thing you know...
No, that's how it all begins in the Bible. That's how it begins.
That's what you think. But like, if it's going to be cattle, it's going to be herded like...
What's that?
Rice? Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. That's where it begins, man. No cash. So what, you gonna use these chips? People, sort yourself out.
I'm not getting a chip. You better back up.
I ain't no animal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I got a lot of fighting.
I got my rights.
I may look cute and cuddly, but I can fight.
I want to see this.
Come on, put him up. Hey. I don't know what I was about. It's like, I will fight if I need to, man. Leave me alone. I don't want no facial recognition. I don't want no chips in me. Oh my God.
I don't want a lot of things.
It seems like it's becoming mandatory in China already.
Yeah, they need to back up with that. That's when I'm moving. Like,
Yeah.
sorry, love your family, but
no, they can't leave.
out,
In China, they can't leave right now.
yeah, now. But the second they're telling me, nah, I'm on the first. They can leave right now. They're going on to planes to different other places.
You think?
Well, England hasn't put in a no-fly thing ban yet, so
I'm gonna make a boat. It's like, you ain't keeping me here.
just now. If you like fish, like.
Oh yeah, I've got a story here. The persecution of Pavi Razane. So she said a tweet about the doctrine of the Bible, something about it's a sin to be prideful, and something about homosexuality, and then like she might go to jail because of this, because of a tweet. But she's also written a book on like Christianity and things like that, so it's kind of like crazy that she's gonna go
sent to jail for that.
Yeah, she's written books about the same thing. You'll have to look
People
into
get
it,
death
people.
threats and
But it's really stupid. She's getting investigated, criminal investigation because of this, and yeah, she's getting like her church to help her because they're gonna try to persecute her. I think it's a bit crazy. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
That's happening. I think, where is that happening? Germany?
Terrible.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Or Russia or something. But anyway, yeah, so that story. Look into it. Pavi Razani. Yeah, crazy. Anyway, what story you got? Gaia?
Oh yeah, Amber Rose gets showcases her new tattoos, slash and bash on her forehead.
That just sounds so odd because all these celebs seem to be getting weird tattoos now.
Yeah, especially on the face, but
Yeah, like they're being marked.
that's scary.
Yeah, because you said slash and bash. I didn't even know that's
Slash
what
and
it
bash is
said.
the name of her kids.
Oh,
Yeah, so the first kid's called Sebastian, but they call him Bash. The second kid, they named Slash.
that's so weird.
Yeah, so now she got had them tattooed. But the thing is, it just sounds like mash and dash. Do you not think? Like,
Yes. I was thinking it was something weird. It sounds weird.
Yeah.
And then like, yeah, Chris Brown got a trainer on the side of his face.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, no, these people can't really want these tattoos. Like, what is
They
going on?
must be on something like
What is
something
going on? Something in the water. Like, what?
something different because the shoe or shoe.
Oh yeah, and actually, I think I posted on the fan page, but there was a triangle above the trainer on Chris Brown's face. Illuminati people, wake up.
His friends are Drake again, so
His friends are what?
his friends are Drake now, so.
So what does that mean? Oh, he's
Well,
definitely.
remember Drake
He's
calls
next to
himself
die
the
then.
Drake calls himself Six God, remember?
Does he? I think all of them had said they're gods or something.
Yeah, but Six God because in Toronto it's supposed to be called the Six.
Okay. Well, this is depressing. To know what we were talking about earlier. Oh, but it decides to do that in front of it. Report finds UN employs 3,300 paedophiles responsible for 60,000 rapes in the last 10 years. So United Nations hired these people, and yeah, they're responsible for a lot of rapes. So I wonder why a lot of things get pushed under the rugs and why they're sexualizing children right
Because
now.
obviously there's people on the inside, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Protecting. They don't want to be looked down on until it fits the person's agenda.
Mate, it's getting crazy up in here.
up in this joint.
What stories you got for us, Kaya?
The family of an 8-year-old called Anthony Lacunga, he has autism, was left outraged after their church told them they could not participate in the Holy Communion due to his disabilities, preventing him from detaining whether right from wrong. Do you think that's fair? Do you think that if you have like one of these special disabilities, you shouldn't be able to receive Holy Communion, or do you think?
No, that's not fair. But I feel like the church is it's getting demonized right now.
True.
Like it's literally being put into the public media as just bad. Like they're doing stuff. When literally, I ain't seen no one doing nothing in my day-to-day life. I don't see Christians doing nothing.
Man, I'm just talking about this specific story. I feel like at this church, like it's ridiculous to say that an autistic kid can't, receive communion. They do know right from wrong.
I don't know where they're getting that. Where's the scripture? Where does it say that you can't?
So because if when they talk about the simple-minded, that's what.
Is that a Catholic church?
I don't know, but that's what I'm trying to get at. So they say that the simplistic mind. They shouldn't. I think that's what they're going through. But autistic people don't have simple minds. If you get what I mean, they just have a different way of thinking.
I don't know where this came from because I've never heard of that before.
Oh, this is America.
Yeah, but I mean, like they've never done this in the past. I don't think. I've never heard of it.
Well, I know if like the kids in my church, they used to just bless them.
What if they had special needs?
But that's more because they had they were had spina, spina funder.
You're supposed to bless them in hopes that they'll get hope, not help.
Yeah, but to take communion, that means that you're actively, that's after your communion age. So
I don't really understand why anyone would deny someone that. Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
8 years old as well. Very strange behaviour. But I've seen stranger things.
I've seen strange things.
Oh yeah, and here's another story. Catholic school makes 2 LGBT teachers resign after they got engaged. The students stage a massive walkout. Yeah, students of Kennedy Catholic High.
Yeah, they didn't walk out when they're trying to ban the turkey twizzlers. Like, get out of here.
This is in America, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Throwing their hate away.
Oh, okay.
I'm gay. What's next? Am I expelled? Like, this is what the kids are saying. But the only thing I would say on this is just like, how did they know the teachers were gay?
Because you have to tick something, don't you? They must have seen even.
No, I mean the students. How did they know that that's the exact reason why they got fired? Because you're supposed to be teaching
maybe one of the
gospel to these kids.
Friends.
It's a Catholic school.
Maybe the teachers are friends with some of the parents, and the parents, big mouths they are.
But like when I went to school, I feel like I wouldn't know if a teacher's gay or not. Like, because I wouldn't know about their personal life. I don't really get why the students know their personal life.
That's why there's such a strange boundary in this day and age. It's like teachers should be hanging out with kids anyways. Like.
Yeah, they shouldn't be really telling them about their personal business because you're supposed to be teaching the Bible to these kids. So why are you even like telling them? That's not part of their education.
That's strange.
Where the disinformation, and how do you know that's definitely why they got fired? Because that's supposed to be like between the person that fired them and the person that got fired. So unless they're going around being like, it's because of this, doing a Jussie Smollett thing, Empire guy, like, this is MAGA country.
Leave Jussie alone, I still believe him. Right?
You still believe
I still believe him, yeah.
Did you see the note that he sent to himself?
I believe him, I don't care, he can't tell me nothing, I don't trust the police.
He's walking around at 2 a.m. with bleach and rope. I'm sorry, nah, everyone's crying.
He went to get sandwich.
Nah, you can get fired. I've been fired for lesser things than this. Like, and I don't go to the media. Like, this is and all the kids in school.
Because you aren't gonna really listen. Oh, I got fired for this. Oh, good for you. And
I've been fired for nothing. Is that a hate crime?
Probably.
Not showing up. Is that a hate crime?
You didn't show up. They're hating on your sleep. Like.
I was like, I'm a tired person. Was it?
D.A.T that you don't deserve me at my working best. Like.
Was it? I got BPT or whatever. Black people
God.
time. I should be allowed to show up when I work.
Facts. When I stroll up, that's when I clock in.
Exactly. I don't know. I feel like this is not the students' business, and they shouldn't be. It's like that's their personal life.
They ain't your business.
Exactly. You go back to school and read the gospel. You're a Catholic school. Think you're part of what do you call it? What do you call it?
Mutiny.
No, public. You think you're part of a public school? Get out of here.
Democracy.
Yeah, there ain't no public school. Like, now go read your Bibles.
Quickly.
Oh yeah, black metal wannabe pleads guilty to serious. I love how he titled it black metal wannabe. Wait, don't you just mean killer?
Yeah.
Or murderer? Pleads
Facts.
guilty to series of fires at African American Louisiana churches. What does it matter?
Oh
that
my
he
god,
likes
it's that
black
hate
metal?
crime. That's another terrorist. It should say terrorist in it because he's terrorized. He's going around terrorizing black churches.
Yeah, and supposedly, like, what is it? Christian group says atheists and Satanists persecuted them by skewing their Twitter posts, so just like trolling them. I don't think the troll was that bad for them to like make a story on this one, but there's been a lot worse things that I've seen, so I could have found them some proper tweets.
Man, and that's what they were trying to say is that they've only just made this week lynching a hate crime. 60. Do you know what I mean?
It's just crazy. And then this guy's just a black metal wannabe, not a murderer or a hate
not a
crime
terrorist.
person.
None of
Terrorist,
this,
yeah.
exactly.
This is a bit weird.
Because they only reserve those words for coloured people.
Yeah, and he burnt down 3 churches.
Three churches.
This guy is a serial psychopath.
Terrorist.
Yeah, serial therapist.
He's a terrorist.
Yeah.
I thought you were doing a Jamaican accent. Therapist. I was like, what? It's a therapist. No.
I'm dead. I'm sorry. Oh my days, no. Yeah, so this guy needs to do time and they need to time it properly.
Time.
That's what I say. Okay, what's your story? Okay, this one's deep.
Oh, this one's D.A.T. So Duffy, you remember the British legend singer? She was,
Yeah.
So if you heard about this recently, she's recently come forward. Like, I always wondered why she disappeared. She was really doing amazing tracks, amazing songs. Like, she was the Adele of the time, wasn't she?
I don't remember, but yeah.
But Duffy, you got me, baby.
I remember her
no
face.
mercy.
I remember that song,
Yeah, so she was doing amazing, and then she just vanished. Like, and I always wondered, she just deleted her Instagram account, deleted everything. She released an official statement saying that she's going away from the public for a while. And lo and behold, 6 years, 10 years later, she's come out. She's only just come back now and decided to live her truth by speaking out. And she has revealed that she was drugged, kidnapped, and raped.
What? Kidnap?
Yeah, they kidnapped her and then held her hostage for a few days.
That's mad.
Raped her and drugged her. So, like, and that's what made her stay away from the public. Like, we don't know the details or anything of this, but for her to, do you know what I mean? To take herself away from that.
I'm bad at this.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just heartbreaking. Like,
Yeah.
that must be something hard to go through. Like, it made her, like, you can tell it affected her so deeply because she wasn't singing anymore. Like, she wasn't doing what she loves anymore.
Yeah.
Even though she was doing so amazingly. But she was thinking of her mental health first, which is what kids, you know, with all these kids and Disney and stuff like that, they don't get to have that, do they? They just keep being forced to keep making money, keep doing videos. You're sad, we need money, mummy needs a new tennis court, keep doing this. And that's what, I admire her for that. Like, that's keeping your soul. That's not selling your soul to the devil in a sense, if you know what I mean, for money.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad she came out about that. But mate, now you talk about Disney, yeah? Disney's had its first animated Disney movie with openly homosexual character to debut in March. So some people have boycotted the film, some parents, pro-family advocates, and I'm not sure they're saying Christians as well here.
So you mean that we had to wait till 2014 for the first black Disney character?
Yeah, they're acting like this is the next step. Like we've had an all Asian cast, a black person in a Disney film, and now this is next step. And supposedly in the film she says that she's got like a wife and children or something. The character, but I love how the character's got one eye, like Illuminati hair. Like what the heck, and a unicorn point. Like what is that? What is that? And it actually looks like the female that's doing the voice. What is that? And I'm sorry, yeah, if any Christian, they shouldn't be watching Disney anyway, full stop. Like, I'm sorry, you don't even watch Disney because Disney is bad. It's all about magic and stuff. You know what this film's about? It's called Onwards. And they resurrect their dead dad for for a day, but it's just his legs. So that's the whole joke of it. Yeah, and it's just like, okay, yeah.
How effed up is that? Could you imagine a kid's show
Have you ever watched
about someone's lifeless dad? Oh my God.
It's weird. And then have you watched Full Metal Alchemist?
Yeah.
It's like that. Like even though they're making it funny, like oh, it's just the legs. that's still an adult topic. Like, I don't really feel like that's suitable for kids anyway. The whole movie.
And then go back to the drawing board of that.
Yeah, that's weird. And then an ex-witch and lesbian warns about new Disney show. It's not a joke. That realm is very real. So she's saying that like witchcraft and all that's very real. She used to practice in it. This isn't about the same movie. This is about a series that's coming out on Disney where where there's a girl or something. She's stuck in hell and she makes friends with a witch, and the whole series is set in hell.
But they're making it.
And this is a Disney show.
So now we have to sign a new petition. Great. Look at these guys.
I'm petitioned out.
Like, this past year, the amount of petitions I've had to sign compared to all my life it's a joke. It's a
sorry, ex-witch, ex-lesbian, and ex-drug addict.
Oh, cool.
And she used to work
with drug addict. Well done, Disney. You topped yourselves off this time.
So even this girl is warning you, witchcraft and stuff is not a joke. She's dabbled in it. And this thing, I don't even know what this thing is. It's got one eye. Like, people wake up, man. Yeah, I ain't falling for that. That is creepy. I didn't want to watch that film anyway. Disney's gone downhill. What happened? I remember. I didn't even like what do you call it? Princess and the Frog.
I loved that movie, although
I didn't like that she wanted to make gumbo. I thought that's rude.
She wanted to work more. Like that's what I don't understand about the movie. I will
like,
say
what kind of girl are you?
It's an amazing movie, especially like the Louisiana, like you know the Louisiana, the gumballs.
Yeah, I like that vibe, but I didn't see.
But at the same time, yeah, she's essentially like a slave. Like
yeah, I didn't like that.
And that's what, yeah.
Oh yeah, and Christian leaders speak out as Trump's extended travel ban goes into effect. So they're saying let the Muslims in, let them in, no Muslim ban. Yeah, so the Christians don't like it no more. So Trump doesn't represent Christians, yeah. All this hate. Actually, what are you talking about? Taylor Swift's campaign.
No, we're talking about her big feet, but
Taylor Swift has decided to show up as a man, which is fitting. And she was hating on pretty much everyone. Yeah.
I don't like Taylor Swift.
I don't like her. I don't know how she got so overhyped.
Neither do I. Did you watch her on an else Kesha? I was about to say that. You remember the Sweet Life of...
I don't really know much about Taylor Swift. I just know I don't like her. Oh yeah, a group of furries stopped a domestic violence assault and helped police make the arrest. So I don't know why furries are coming out to play right now, but a lot's happening.
You mean there's a bunch of adults dressed up in costumes going around like superheroes?
We're in 2020, this is movements progressing. We're advanced now.
Oh my days, imagine they're getting their horn on and...
Imagine if they're chicks as well walking around as furries. Like, I don't even know. What? This is the future, people.
Mate, it's just a snuff film, like.
This is borderline bestiality, especially the creepy faces. Like,
it's inanimate. I feel like it's like inanimate, like cartoons, like inanimate objects.
They're trying to act like they save the day and they're not the freaks. No.
I don't know, man.
Oh, what? No, we're not finished. Oh my days. We didn't even say.
I said
I'm just crazy today. We got some good food from Grove Park Community Centre.
Young man.
Some jollof and chicken. It's good. We took that offer, by the way. If anyone
Things are looking good.
Have you seen that ad? Yeah. Well, praise the Lord. True, that is back. We are bringing to you Christian news, and DDPIS playlist. Yes. Woo! So, what news have we got for you today? Well, Scotland is about to make history as the first country to make feminine hygiene products free. Whoa,
hey, what's that about freaking time?
You know what would be good? Tissue as well. Tissue paper free. Just like so everyone can get off this. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, I want some freebies. I mean, I use that too, but I mean, like, I want my tissues.
kids' lunch dinner should be free as well. Like, no one's got time to be paying for their kids' school fooding. Like, why should I?
Just like, I feel like they could have made tissue free as well. They're gonna do that.
No, feed my kids. Like.
Yeah, and feed the kids. Yeah, feed the kids.
I mean, what's alright?
Well, you know what they could do to feed the kids? Like planting. Like I think, there's a kid that planted loads of plants, and like they could do their own like growing food and eat the food, you know, eat off trees. And some kids will never see a tree grow, bear fruit, and eat that fruit. You know.
Why they just go down the park? Loads of parks have like the plums and the apple trees.
Yeah, maybe some.
Waiting to be
You
picked.
have to go out of your way to go find it.
Yeah, I think parents take your kids to go pick these things.
Yeah, I guess. I guess Gaya's got a point.
Somewhere.
Oh yeah, and people. Alexa, goodbye. Only way to stop Amazon.
A man.
No, only way to stop Amazon Alexa recording you at home is to bin it. Experts warn.
He
Yes.
can still hear you in the bin, by the way. So.
Yeah, so listen, I
like
can
your
hear
bin.
you. It's like, yeah, people are worried about Alexa recording them, which we said from ages ago. Alexa is recording you because how does it hear what you're saying?
Precisely. But all our phones are recording us, really and truly, because our microphones.
It just depends. Is it worth it just so it can put your Wi-Fi on or to open your door, whatever it does? I don't think so. I wouldn't have one personally. But if you really feel like, I don't care, I'm not doing anything interesting, just like,
Man,
I feel
just
like
a
that's
phone,
silly.
like, just have a phone. Like that's so extra having this Alexa thing. Basically, your phone just built into a speaker.
I think they're making things seem like it's convenient, but you know these
It's not.
like chips that people are getting to open doors and stuff. But like that's not convenient. So I'm sorry, that is not convenient. I can open the door. I can unlock my car with my keys.
It's making people really lazy, but also I feel like it's making them really less patient. So now we're having so many road rage accidents and things like that, and people like getting out of the car to stab and confront people. I feel like that's to do with all this, the quickness and easiness of everything. Like the fact that people are actually worried about like trying to bring better internet into England. It's like, are those really on our list of priorities? My NHS is struggling. We need better internet. Like, come on now. Like, I feel
like people are too dependable on technology
Facts.
and Wi-Fi.
if they grew up in our day and age, they had to wait for the dial-up. Yeah, they understand the struggle. But it's, I don't know.
It's like, when do you people learn? Did you not watch Star Trek with the cyborg woman, the old one, and then she was joined to some hive mind thing that she had to disconnect from? Do you want that?
Do you
for
watch
yourself?
TV?
Do you watch movies? Does it ever end good? Did you see Terminator?
They're like, it's TV, Dan. It's like, they're warning you, okay? Simpsons warned us about Ebola. Like, South Park warned us about Donald Trump. Oh no, that was Simpsons as well. Simpsons,
They plant the
Taught us
seed.
about a lot
Plant
of
the seed.
things.
It's blueprints, bro.
blueprints.
Bro, don't mess with me. It's like, okay, I don't know who I'm fighting. Oh yeah, talking about fighting. Yay! Heavyweight champ Tyson Fury thanks my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ after win because he won. He won.
Well, the other guy had Juju on his side. Of course, it's gonna
Juju?
lose. Yes.
When he's like, came with some really like
Yes.
quite some chickens.
If you do not read what he was, that's the thing that he came on is the thing of his voodoo king, whatever.
So Jesus won.
Basically.
Whose power works more? It's like, you obviously didn't watch Moses. But yeah, he won. And the other fight that they had, which was a draw, he like got knocked out and then he came back to life like, and just kept on fighting. I was like, man, this guy, the Lord is by his side. He won. Like, literally. And oh yeah, if you look back in 2016, 2015, he warned that abortion, homosexuality, and all this stuff is going to lead to the end times. But I don't know if he was like on stuff or something because he had a mental break at one point or something like that. So I don't know if this was before or after the mental break. But his history is just crazy. Right? I'm sorry, this match, it was good. If you watched it, I was like, it's interesting. I should have bet some money, but you shouldn't have bet.
It's really bad.
Yeah, but I kind of thought he might win though. Because also when they're fighting, that guy has a longer reach.
Yeah.
And the other guy runs out of breath really quickly because he's going and by that,
The
yeah.
other guy's asking for a rematch because he said that the costume that he was wearing was £45, made his legs tight.
Yeah, excuse.
Yeah. No one asked you to wear that. Like, I was reading the comments and they're like, no one asked you to come as a Power Ranger from back in the 90s. Like,
It's so dumb. Like, you should come ready. Like, why are you
Yeah,
gonna
come ready,
wearing
like, come
a
ready.
big ass costume that you're gonna try? Like,
if I could come
wait.
butt naked, I'd come butt naked because no one wants to touch someone.
Yeah, like usually people come hairless and like wearing nothing.
Hairless.
You know what I mean? Like, so they ain't got nothing that's holding them back.
Nothing to hold me back. Six strudels, you put Vaseline on your face. Like,
I shave my nuts
oh,
for
back,
today.
to my boots up. Like, my nuts. I love that we turned around to each other.
I'm kidding. It was like, who was Mate. Okay, yeah, that was good. I'm crying now. That was too funny. Yeah, oh yeah. George Foreman reacts to Deontay Wilder's costume excuse, and he says he should try and fight me. Okay, so I was like,
I'm cool.
he was like, should go on the ring and read it,
Oh man, do you own one of those George Foreman grills?
No.
They're great. Honestly, love George Foreman.
Yeah,
Steak-
George Foreman.
steak
Oh no, I
is
think I
very
did
good.
have one of those actually.
Yeah, they used to sizzle those things up nicely as well. 10 out of 10. Yeah. Little product placement.
Yeah, you should spend a few weeks with him, yeah, so, yeah. I just think that costume looks ridiculous as well. Like, what did he come as? A king with laser light eyes?
It's supposed to be the Juju monster.
What's a juju? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
You mean gonna spell?
He had like a nickname for it as well. So I can't even remember what it's called, but that's the name of the Juju.
And he punched that juju out of it.
Yeah. He saw it in the lip, and the lip was like,
No, that's so stupid. Come prepared next time.
my
Yeah.
G.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, doctors are warning people not to put frozen potatoes up your butt.
I read about this one.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's real, but like.
It's known that loads of people have been doing this.
But what? I don't know.
So basically, it's
You should
supposed
trust
to.
what you read online, man.
Precisely, someone put up a hack saying basically it helps with like you know, piles and stuff like that, the pile stuff. So loads of people is like trying to stick up their butt, and it led to them having to take a trip down to emergency services. But like, I don't know, I'd hate to work in a hospital because the amount of weird crap you must see, like.
Like embarrassing bodies around.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
Put it away. Put it away.
Why you come here, like?
Yeah, exactly. Why you do this?
Like the guy that had like a light, you know, the Buzz Lightyear, and then he opened up inside of him, and then he couldn't get it out. So he had
That
to go
is
to hospital.
nasty. Oh baby, that nasty.
Oh dearie me. So I fell on it. Get out of here. I wasn't born yesterday.
This is gross. Oh yeah, got another story here. George Zimmerman is suing 2 presidential candidates for tweeting about Trayvon Martin. So he's not happy because he's not happy about that.
Man, this guy, like, all these people that go around threatening people, you know what I mean? All these guys that go shooting up all these little kids in the shops and stuff like that, they should be focusing. Like, I'm not saying anything, but
I don't know why they're focusing on this guy at all, like,
because he keeps suing people. He's still trying to sue the family for slandering his name.
Yeah, but I don't see why he's not
like,
arrested.
he got
Like,
away
even the
with
fact
it.
that he's acting like this, it just seems weird.
He's not even a police officer. I don't understand how he got away with this. Like,
He's still like trying to sue people, causing problems. It's like, I don't really understand why he's not in jail.
because he's a sicko.
If it was the other way around,
He
and
got away with murder.
not a white guy, and a black guy shot a white guy, and then he kept trying to sue the family, sue presidents,
Because he's
sue everyone.
Because he's trying to cause
Jail.
Like this is what you literally the definition of a psychopath. Because he's still
He looks like a psycho.
exactly still reaping the benefits of the pain that he's causing. Doing this is more attention. This thing's still in the papers. The family of Trayvon Martin still have to see this all the time.
Yeah, but it's
Like
not.
it's a form of torture.
It
Like
is.
he gets off on this, and that's what people don't understand. He's suing random people. It's because his name's in the papers again. He's not going to win this, but his name's in the paper again, and the family have to relive it all over again. And he knows that. He gets off
He's
on
a
it.
psychopath. Yeah.
Precisely. So
But it's such a shame that the lawyers or judges or whatever didn't actually just make him go to jail already.
you got all these people shooting people like Nipsey Hussle and stuff
Or the
like that.
president.
There's this guy walking around, and do you know what I mean? You're just there, just high fiving.
Getting in
What are you
newspapers
doing?
for doing what? Just suing loads of people. Very interesting. Odd. Odd behaviour.
It's an odd life.
We live in a weird world and evil is running rampant. Unreal. Oh yeah, LGBT Muslim charity condemns spike in hate crimes after Birmingham school protests. So a leading Muslim LGBT plus charity has spoken out against the rising level of hate crimes in the city after the protest against LGBT inclusive education outside the schools last year. Yeah, so they're not happy about that. And there's a rise. I feel like all this divide that's going on in the media is going to cause more violence because it's making it like religion against gays, and like really that's not the focus of religion. We don't go just talking about gays. And we don't want to talk to our kids, and that's our right as a parent. So sorry, I just think it's good. Yeah, it's a hate crime actually. There's a rise of stuff like that, but I feel like things get overlooked for some reason. Certain hate crimes. Oh yeah. Ooh, what other stories have we got here? 13-year-old who got pregnant by a 10-year-old, but a boy is using it to become an Instagram star.
Wow.
So, just as you're saying, we don't want sex education to our kids or self-touching classes. Now, 13-year-olds are getting pregnant by 10-year-olds. This is why we don't want that talk to our kids.
Look how they're smiling in the picture.
I got a knocked up.
I got my 15 minutes. Like,
oh, look at her face.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my days.
That's like Boris Johnson.
Because they're too young. Look at them. They both look like babies. Like, they shouldn't be doing this stuff. No, it's not right.
Look at her face.
I know, she looks like she's proper like, oh my goodness. I don't even want to say anything, but if you look at a picture of the kids, this ain't right. They are a product of our society, literally. Like, they should not.
Mine.
They either watching stuff on TV or they've already got the sex ed in their school. Like,
where are their parents? Like, what?
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, but they could have done this anyway.
How? If you're looking after what 10-year-old will be out and about with different people? Do you know what I mean?
A 13-year-old girl, like
precisely.
Could be at school. Could have done that.
Get out. She'd be at a different school to him in the first place. He's still in freaking primary school. She'll be in secondary school.
Mate, she preyed on him. Yeah, I think the 13-year-old should do time.
They're smiling. They're gonna give her time. She knows she's got this in the bag.
Boy, like, yeah.
I hit it.
He's very proud of himself. Like, mate, yeah, they're too young to be knowing about this stuff. They shouldn't be doing it.
I feel. Hey, that's his mum.
No, he's too young. He's too tiny.
Right, he's
a baby himself.
I can't make fun of kids anymore. That's
no one said you should make fun of him anyway. No one told you to do that. I'm like, he's a child himself. You can't be having a child. What's he gonna? Mate, he'll be literally 10 years older than not 10 years.
10 years older.
Yeah, but still, that's weird now. Oh my days, yeah.
Imagine being a granddad at 20. Oh wait.
I don't want that in my school girl. I don't want no 13-year-old boy or girl preying on my child. You know
precisely. You send your kid to school innocent and then they come back home and say
knowing about sex and all different types of sex and this is what type of sex
when I was 12, when I was 12, they told me if I open my legs up, air will go up and I'll die. And
who told you that?
My grandmother. Like, so.
Yeah, but don't lie to your kids. And don't allow the schooling system to teach them self-touching classes and all this. May. Sexualization of children has just gone mad. It's gone rampant. I'm waiting.
Rampant.
It's gone rampant, bruv. Oh gosh.
A way to make the seriousness of a serious topic.
Hey, what stories you got for us? Because I've been talking all day.
Drill artist Unknown T busted his case and he's now back making music. So he got away with his case for, the murder charge.
Who?
Unknown T is he's a drill artist that was making really hard songs before he was put away for a year.
Unfortunately.
He's one of my favourite. But do you think that now we don't know if he's innocent or guilty, do you think it's like bad-minded to be listening and to his music now that we know that do you know what I mean, with a murder case on your shoulders? Do you think, as people, do you think that we should boycott certain people that have done wrong, or do you think that music should be taken away from, like?
It depends what your history is, because you're a brand, and like if you do, that's why they say watch what you do, like,
Yeah,
because that can haunt you.
true.
Like even if you think, oh, that shouldn't be, people are still going to be like, that guy did that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like he shouldn't have done it. Then you wouldn't have that problem.
Well, he busted the case, so he got away with it.
Yeah, but didn't Snoop Dogg kill someone as well?
But what? I just know he cheated for a whole lot.
Allegedly, I'm joking. I don't know actually for fact, but yeah, there's a lot of things that haunt some of these celebs. Like, what was his name? The one that recently died, the rape case that he was passed on.
Jeffrey.
No, the basketballer.
Oh, Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe. Yeah, that's coming up to haunt him, and he's dead. So.
Yeah, because everyone wants to chat.
Mm.
Whatever brings.
Yeah, you
people-
can't stop people chatting.
Yeah, but the thing is, what people don't understand is that if someone says something that's so outrageous, loads of people are gonna tune in to listen to that. like that's the whole point of media. That's why they spout so much hate, because they know it's gonna antagonize so many comments and so much people coming in to talk about.
Yeah, and then they have fake accounts and they're like, White Tower or something, and you're just like, who the heck's that, man? You're arguing with some fake account. It's like, your mama. Imagine that's your job to do the fake accounts. I would actually take that. Because I can actually get under people's skin.
Morals, man. Like, morals.
I know I can rile everyone up. Sign me up, FBI, please.
I know. Just see people at your front door like, this is the girl. We found her.
FBI, you're supposed to hide my address. Like, what the heck?
It's a stranger. Nothing secret on the internet.
You're like, we don't want no part of this, the FBI. I don't know why the FBI, but
I don't know how you got to this story. Steph London's brother, Dutchavelli, is giving out
Dutchie?
Dutchavelli.
was he in charge of Dutchie?
No, what?
Oh, man, this food's got me thinking of
She's
Dutchie.
gonna be confused.
Food on my mind.
So Steph London's brother, Dutchavelli, is out giving free food and Morley's to all high school children in South London.
Where?
South London.
I think I could pass as a kid.
I think I've still got my cools and high uniform, dust that off. Like.
We're going! I got my sister's uniform.
What was that show with Catherine Tate, the unbothered one? That's how we're gonna end up showing up, like, am I bothered? And like,
I'll be
all
thinking
you
about
guys.
that. Like, yeah, but no, but yeah, but no.
Like, how old are you guys? Am I bothered? Like, shut up.
Yeah, but no, but then we end up fighting each other.
And the X Factor all over again.
Yeah. So we heard free chicken.
I think that's actually a really sick thing to do, because everyone knows that after school you just love going to Morley's. Not every day, obviously.
That is UK culture.
That is
right, you know these kids
Morley's,
love Morley's.
Yeah. So I think that's quite sweet.
Yeah, but it should be more healthy meals like
Oh,
that
get out!
Well, she's that rich.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Get a catering
Should.
team and then just cater some Jamaican food. That would be nice.
Yeah, it would. But Morley's, Dan, it's doing it for the cold.
Morley's is really bad, you know. The chicken's bad. Like, it's actually bad for you. It's actually disgusting. Tastes good though, but
Shut up.
actually never tastes that good.
Shut up.
You know, she should have signed up with duck cheese.
Dutchavelli here with the duck cheese there.
And duck cheese needs to pay us for advertising.
That's one time. Bradford City footballer Terrell Robinson accused of sexual activity with a child, rape, and making indecent images of the child. Bradford only recently just let him go. These charges going back in 2018. Do you think it's a liberty that they've kept a alleged paedophile at their football team for 2
Left
years?
to go do what he wants to do, yeah. But the same with George Zimmerman or whatever. It's messed up.
I don't
We live in a
understand,
system where the bad people win, pretty much, where they allow that to happen.
where media can twist it to make people look in a positive light, so people are there trying to back the big fella.
Well,
Like.
look how long Jimmy Savile got away with it.
And R. Kelly. Do you not remember Green Locks? Like,
Jeffrey
Epstein.
Epstein.
Jeffrey got away with that for too long. And Harvey Weinstein. All these people, man, it's just too many people. The fact that we're able to start naming this just from this year alone, like.
Man, only people that get arrested for it is Bill Cosby and Nicki Minaj's brother who got sentenced for
Well, they
25 years
deserved
for child rape.
They deserve that though. That's the
They do,
thing.
but I mean, like, it's the black
Well,
people.
yeah.
The black, you only pick on the black paedophiles.
But that's why I say that.
I hate when people say, I'm like, here you go, man. They should still go to jail. Then.
I understand the whole way, but at the same time, it's like they
I want
should
them
all
all
go to
arrested,
jail.
yeah.
Yeah, precisely. And that's what everyone's trying to get at, that especially you can't be heavy for them, but at the same time, as a black person, you should know that. Like, you know that this world is unfair, so we should, you know what I mean?
Don't touch kids. That's
Yeah.
the story.
That's more story,
You're
yeah.
definitely going down.
You're rich, you should have just kept your money, like.
So stupid, man. How you be Nicki Minaj's brother and do this? But even Lil Wayne has said that he's been a victim of being molested or whatever. So there's something.
I saw the pictures of Birdman, like that guy.
Birdman was all over him.
Birdman was his
man,
like,
like
like looking like kissing, like, gross.
No,
Like,
there's too many weird things that go on in Hollywood, man. I don't even know if they're in Hollywood, but I just assume- America. Yeah. Oh yeah, KKKK. America.
Guess what? Jeremy Kyle's making a comeback this year.
Why?
A lot of unemployed people at home have missed this guy, okay? Like,
Who?
I was one of them, right?
May, I didn't want to.
What do you think about that? So, obviously, they had to cancel the show after one of the people that had come onto the show and killed themselves.
Was that the one where it was two men and he finds out that it's a brother that he slept with?
No. It was an old guy and he got caught cheating on the Jeremy Kyle show.
I'm surprised that other guy didn't kill himself because that story was messed up. But yeah.
I'm surprised. Well done for not, no.
Yeah, I feel like Jeremy Kyle, his show is different than Jerry Springer and Steve Wilkos and some of
Because he's just there screaming at the people.
He
Jerry
doesn't resolve
do
anything.
that.
There's no moral at the end. He doesn't give them any advice. He just says, "What's your problem? Shut up. Let him speak.
Yeah.
What's your issue? Yeah, okay. You're a bad person. You're bad. Get off my stage." And it's just like, what did we
That's how
actually
the British
resolve?
deal with things. Like, do you know what I mean?
Do
we
we?
don't resolve things, we just deal with it.
British people are quite polite, actually. He just really hides
way
behind his.
more.
Yeah.
But we got the gob too.
We
But,
got the cop.
But do you not think it's unfair that, say, like with like Love Island, we've had 3 deaths in the past 2 years.
Yeah.
The show only had 1. Bearing in mind it's been going on for about 17 years. Like for 1 death for the show, other show 2 years, 3 deaths. But they're producing more and more shows.
Yeah, but that's because of I don't know, this is more like a guest came on and did that. It's not like they were part of the team of the people that work on the show.
So they don't have aftercare for all these people, like
Yeah, like they don't work for them, so it's
Yeah.
not really their responsibility. They probably sign off and stuff that if they do something after the show or something, it's not their business or something.
I don't know, I just think it's quite hypocritical. Whatever the word is. Hypocritical.
Yeah.
That's such a hard word.
Okay.
Stand by it.
I forgot your point as well. Oh yeah, it's just hypocritical, yeah.
Michael Priscilla talk about Leanne's TikTok video. What did you think about the TikTok video that Leanne did with Sophie, where they're reenacting the ick situation?
Leanne, let it go.
Let it go, girl. Let it go.
Let it go. You're pulling at straws for fame now. You didn't get your boo-hoo deal, so you're still trying to get something.
I think that's mad disrespectful.
What, did
for
she get a
Priscilla.
boo-hoo deal?
No, like, yeah, that's mad disrespectful. I think it's mad disrespectful speaking on him now that he's got a girlfriend. I think
Yeah, she needs to let it go. He's moved on.
Precisely.
Right,
She gave me the ick, leave it at that. Like, you got to say it to his face all the
I think she just wants to make everyone else see him as like icky.
Precisely,
Because she
yeah.
can't let go of the fact that she was wrong. He's
Like,
not
she
icky.
was so well loved. Like, she was well loved, she shouldn't have done that. Like,
She's just childish. I don't know if she's younger than him, but what she was doing was just childish. And
Yeah.
it just shows like how young women act nowadays. If a guy's nice to you, you
you
treat
can
them like crap.
embarrass them.
Yeah, you
can
humiliate
embarrass
them, but you want yourself
Demasculate.
a mean guy.
Yeah.
What she said? She said she's used to guys being rude to her or something.
Yeah, I think
She only liked him because when he was interested in the twin girl, and then she was like, he's a nice guy.
she needs therapy. If you think about that.
Yeah, she does need
You only
therapy.
go after love that you think he deserves. If you think that you deserve a man that's all mean on you, then you need to start looking at your insides.
Yeah, he's not the problem, you are.
Well, he is a problem, but still, he's not your problem.
Anymore. Ha!
Say ha!
Yeah. Oh yeah, Corey Feldman, this is always a bit depressing, but Corey Feldman needs 24-hour security as he prepared to release film exposing Hollywood child abusers. Finally! But you know nothing's going to come of it.
That's so sad. He's been screaming about this for years though.
Yeah, no, nothing's going to come of it. And he was saying that the directors spiked his drink and he woke up in the middle of this being done to him. But the same situation is with Desmond is Amazing, that little boy. He's said, hanging out with trannies, that he's on cocaine. And he's like 10 years old, 11 years old. So it's just child abuse.
Yeah, I don't understand in what world will a kid be allowed in a nightclub? But alright, cool.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, with men throwing money at them. It's just pedophilic, man. It's just weird.
It's worse than that. It's just not even image, sorry, just the...
It's the media that makes me sick, because they're like acting like this boy wants this, and I'm like, he's 11
Yeah, he's
years
not going to
old.
grow up to be healthy mentally, because you're hanging out in a nightclub at 11 years old, 10 years old. It's sad, really and truly. Like, a parent's job is to protect their kids, not to be out there pimping men out for money. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and also Father Ted, creator of Graham
I love Father
Lanham, he talks on trans rights. Even this video says the most hated man on the internet. I didn't even know he was hated for anything.
I didn't even know.
But anyway, he says that he's comparing these.
It's the Irish one from Father Ted.
Yeah.
The comedy show.
Yeah.
Why are people hating on him?
Because he's saying that these trans experiments that they're doing on kids is like Nazi concentration camps, and she's like, the reporters was repeating that, like, Nazi concentration camps, Nazi concentration, and it's like, yes, because you're experimenting on kids and giving them hormones and puberty blockers and messing with their brain. And he even said in the video, if you tell a child that they are in the wrong body and they think this, and you say, yeah, you are, they're gonna believe you because you're the adult in the room. It's like, what do you mean? Like, kids are still believing in Santa Claus and Easter Bunny. Oh, sorry, not Santa Claus, Satan Claus. Easter Bunny. Sorry, girl. Easter Bunny. Mate, there's a video on our fan page where the guy's even asking the boy, like, are you a omelette? And the boy's like, yeah, I'm an omelette.
No, what is an omelette?
An egg omelette. Yeah, that's it. He said, are you an egg omelette? And the boy's like, yeah. And he's like 5. So you don't mean 5-year-olds can decide their gender. They don't know what. This is stupid, man. It's like, where's the voice of reason here? And who's standing up for the kids?
I don't really believe in hormonal treatment under
For
18.
anyone, really. But yeah,
Under
the
18.
kids.
I think people should have their own, do you know what I mean?
I think the truth hurts sometimes, and sometimes you should tell people the truth, and you can't tell people they're biologically something that they're not, and then raise them on puberty blockers and surgery. It's just like, it's not fair on that child. It's so bizarre.
Let them decide when they're an adult.
Yeah, let them have their own decisions. Their mind's not even fully developed yet to even make a decision like that. And that's going to change their life. And some of these people kill themselves after the surgery. So imagine if you got, like, your parents just didn't show you love, and then they only give you attention when you say you want to be the opposite gender, and they raise you to be the opposite gender, and then you just hate your life once you get to know yourself, and you're just like, oh my days, I made the wrong choice, but I've already done all the stuff.
Oh, that's your life now, right?
They might end up killing themselves. It's not even funny how serious it is, and the debate's not being brought up. It's a depressing world we're living in now.
I think it's going to be a good few years before it's brought up.
It's not going to get brought up, they're just doing it. This is an experiment, and the joke is on us.
200 years from now will be different problems, actually.
Yeah, because these people actually have gone through it and they'll be all messed up.
Dead in 200 years.
Good! Anyway, we're going to cut to some music. And we'll be back after this. Mary, go get it. Yeah. Praise the Lord, praise Jesus. Can you hear that at Grove Park Community Center? Way! Loud and proud. Yeah. Okay. Yes. guys, we are back. I hope you enjoyed the music that we played.
There were some awesome tunes, bangers.
Some good bangers. We played some Mary Mary classics that people should like. And yeah, we're going to do some Christian news, some DDKIS playlist next. Whoa. So Gary, what news you got for us?
Here we go. Oprah took a little tumble on stage when she was giving a delivery of her talk about balance, which is ironic. And I was reading through the comments and someone said the ghost of Michael Jackson tumbled, pushed her over, and
Why Michael Jackson? That's so
because
random.
she's coming from Michael Jackson, remember, she's trying to do the documentary series.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Man, Oprah, just stop it.
That's
Just
why
allow
people are getting
yourself.
mad, because her and Gail are just constantly coming for all these black men, but they've got loads of pictures with Harvey Weinstein and no one said a single word about him, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, she needs to just stop. Oprah, just stop.
Stop it. BJ and GF, Carrie Simmons, are expecting their first baby together.
Oh,
So
congratulations.
this will be Boris's 5th child.
Oh, Boris. I didn't know we were talking about Boris. I mean,
Allegedly. Yeah.
BJ's having another kid.
Yeah. I love how you went from to
No, I heard about this and I'm like, yeah.
spray it like
Well, this isn't good for his last wife or whatever.
a girlfriend.
Girlfriend, sorry,
A girlfriend.
Well, we already heard a lot about BJ. So we got BJ for England and Trump for America. What do you expect, people? What do you expect?
So a local newspaper wanted to know, why does the left have so much hate for Priti Patel? Because she's a giant backstabbing, hypocritical snake, two-headed snake, like
Yes.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I honestly just can't stand the woman. But thank you, Boris, for putting her in charge once again. I would say, but on radio.
Yeah, that's what it
It's
is.
a Sunday. 12 new cases of coronavirus confirmed in the UK. Where are these people? Where are they catching it from? And oh my gosh.
Mate, this reminds me of I'm Legend and all the zombie films I don't want to be in.
Yeah, they're not turning to zombies, thankfully. I think I'd
Yeah, thank the
much
Lord.
rather just die instead of turning to zombies.
I mean, you could die of anything any day, so
but
really,
not by zombie, please. Like,
so really just sort yourself out. Realize why you're here, you know?
my mom
On
and
this
dad.
side.
Like,
Oh yeah, and what's it also in China? They're stopping them eat those crazy meats that they're eating. Those crazy
good.
meats.
They should have stopped that long time ago. From when we had the Ebola things going on, from the people eating the bats and the monkeys.
Yeah.
Like, we know you can't eat these things. But
I saw some cute little Chinese girl just eating a bat soup. I was like, that is
What the heck?
disgusting.
It's like, they're like, oh no, it's what we used to do back in the day. It's like, there's the reason why so many of our ancestors didn't live past the age of 27. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you lived to 28, they called you a witch. Like, witch. Like, no
the
one.
Bible does say not to eat bat and pig and all that.
Yeah, but
Swine.
grapes, like.
Which pigs ain't that
Grapes.
great, man. They're overrated.
Oh,
Once you cut it out of your diet, it's not that crazy.
this girl, get a load of this crap.
Like, oink, oink. You are what you eat, yeah?
Don't care. Like, tasty.
And also, oh yeah, there's a conspiracy out there that 5G might be what's making people sick.
Duh.
But a lot of people are like, oh no, that can't be because it's a virus, and the media said it's a virus. But at the same time, China did bring like 5G up, 5G towers and stuff, and people are getting sick from it.
I think this thing's definitely man-made, and 5G is man-made.
Which,
isn't it?
whatever it is, 5G
5G is
making
playing
a
a part in
land.
their cancer. Don't worry, we'll hear about those in a few
This
years'
has
time.
been put upon us. I must. It feels like, yeah, that's the narrative here.
It's just scary.
Is it scary?
Yes, it's scary having your brain microwaved without your permission.
And they got facial recognition, so this 5G will help with facial recognition, so they'll be able to spot who's sick, and they're also going to get rid of cash. It's going to be a cashless society.
Oh my gosh.
Because they're
Big
saying that the
brother.
virus can be spread through cash.
Oh, get out of here. I'm using my coins. You're not taking away my pennies from me. That's how it all begins, and then next thing you know...
No, that's how it all begins in the Bible. That's
you're
how
a
it
cow.
all begins.
That's what you think. But like, so it's got to be cattle.
Sorry,
It's got to be herded like...
What's that?
Rice? Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that's where it begins, man. No cash, So what, you gonna use these chips? People, sort yourself out.
I'm not getting a chip. You better back up.
I ain't no animal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I got a lot of fighting.
I got my rights.
I may look cute and cuddly, but I can fight.
I want to see this.
Come on, put him up. Hey. I don't know what I was about. It's like, I will fight if I need to, man. Leave me alone. I don't want no facial recognition. I don't want no chips in me. Oh my God.
I don't want a lot of things.
It seems like it's becoming mandatory in China already.
Yeah, they need to back up with that. That's when I'm moving. Like,
Yeah.
sorry, love your family, but
no, they can't
try
leave.
out,
In
like-
China, they can't leave right now.
yeah, now. But the second they're telling me, nah, I'm on the first. They can leave right now. They're going on to planes to different other places.
You think?
Well, England hasn't put in a no-fly thing ban yet, so
I'm gonna make a boat. It's like, you ain't keeping me here.
just now. If you like fish, yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got a story here. The persecution of Pavi Razane. So she said a tweet about the doctrine of the Bible, something about it's a sin to be prideful, and something about homosexuality, and then like she might go to jail because of this, because of a tweet. But she's also written a book on like Christianity and things like that. So it's kind of like crazy that she's
She's
gonna
been
go.
sent to jail for that.
Yeah, she's written books about the same thing. You'll have to look
People
into
get
it,
death
people.
threats and they-
But it's really stupid. She's getting investigated, criminal investigation because of this. And yeah, she's getting like her church to help her because they're going to try and persecute her. I think it's a bit crazy.
I
Yeah,
don't know, man.
that's happening. I think, where is that happening? Germany?
Terrible.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Or Russia or something. But anyway, yeah, so that story. Look into it. Pavi Razeni. Yeah, crazy. Anyway, what story you got? Gaia?
Oh yeah, Amber Rose gets showcases her new tattoos, slash and bash on her forehead.
That just sounds so odd because all these celebs seem to be getting weird tattoos now.
Yeah, especially on the face, but
Yeah, like they're being marked.
that's scary.
Yeah, because you said slash and bash. I didn't even know
Well,
that's
slash
what
and
it
bash is the
said.
name of her kids.
Oh,
Yeah, so the first kid's called Sebastian, but they call him Bash. The second kid, they named Slash.
that's so weird.
Yeah, so now she got had them tattooed. But the thing is, it just sounds like mash and dash. Do you not think like...
Yes. I was thinking it was something weird. It sounds weird.
Yeah.
And then like, yeah, Chris Brown got a trainer on the side of his face.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, no, these people can't really want these tattoos. Like, what is
They
going on?
must be on something like...
Like, what is going on? Something in the water. Like, what?
Something different, because the whole shoe.
Oh yeah, and actually, I think I posted it on the fan page, but there was a triangle above the trainer on Chris Brown's face. Illuminati people, wake up.
He's friends with Drake again, so...
His friends are what?
He's friends with Drake now, so...
So what does that mean? Oh, he's
Well,
definitely.
remember, Drake
he's
calls
next to
himself
die
the sixth
then.
Drake calls himself Six God, remember?
Does he? I think all of them had said they're gods or something.
Yeah, but Six God, because in Toronto it's supposed to be called the Six.
Okay. Well, this is depressing. To what we were talking about earlier. Oh, but it decides to do that in front of it. Report finds UN employs 3,300 paedophiles responsible for 60,000 rapes in the last 10 years. So United Nations hired these people, and yeah, they're responsible for a lot of rapes. So I wonder why a lot of things get pushed under the rugs and why they're sexualizing children right
Because
now.
obviously there's people on the inside, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Protecting. They don't want to be looked down on until it fits the person's agenda.
Mate, it's getting crazy up in here.
Up in this joint.
What stories you got for us, Kaya?
The family of an 8-year-old called Anthony Lakungam, who has autism, was left outraged after their church told them they could not participate in the Holy Communion due to his disabilities preventing him from detaining whether right from wrong. Do you think that's fair? Do you think that if you have like one of these special disabilities, you shouldn't be able to receive Holy Communion, or do you think?
No, that's not fair, but I feel like the church it's getting demonized right now.
True.
Like, it's literally being put into the public media as just bad. like they're doing stuff. When literally, I ain't seen no one doing nothing in my day-to-day life. I
It's
don't see
just all
Christians
these
doing nothing.
man. But I'm just talking about this specific story. I feel like at this church, like it's ridiculous to say that an autistic kid can't, receive communion. They do know right from wrong.
I don't know where they're getting that. Where's the scripture? Where does it say that you
So
can't?
because if when they talk about the simple-minded, that's what
Is that a
that's,
Catholic church?
I don't know, but that's what I'm trying to get at. So they say that the
Church of
simplistic mind, they shouldn't. That's what I think. That's what they're going through. But autistic people don't have simple minds. If you get what I mean, they just have a different way of thinking.
I don't know where this came from because I've never heard of that before.
Oh, this is America.
Yeah, but I mean, like they've never done this in the past. I don't think. I've never heard of it.
Well, I know if like the kids in my church, they used to just bless them.
What if they had special needs?
But that's more because they had they were had spina, there's been a fund.
You're supposed to bless them in hopes that they'll get hope, help.
Yeah, but to take communion, that means that you're actively, that's after your communion age. So
I don't really understand why anyone would deny someone that. Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
8 years old as well. Very strange behaviour. But I've seen stranger things.
I've seen strange things.
Oh yeah, and here's another story. Catholic school makes 2 LGBT teachers resign after they got engaged. The students stage a massive walkout. Yeah, students of Kennedy Catholic High.
Yeah, they didn't walk out when they're trying to ban the turkey twizzlers. Like, get out of here.
This is in America, Kira.
Oh, okay.
Throwing their hate away.
Oh, okay.
I'm gay. What's next? Am I expelled? Like, this is what the kids are saying. But the only thing I would say on this is just like, how did they know the teachers were gay?
Because you have to take something, don't you? They must have seen even.
No, I mean the students. How did they know that that's the exact reason
true.
why they got fired?
Very
because you're
true.
supposed to be teaching
Maybe one of the
gospel to these kids.
friends.
It's a Catholic school.
Maybe the teachers are friends with some of the parents, and the parents, big mouths they are.
But like when I went to school, I feel like I wouldn't know if a
You wouldn't
teacher's
know
gay
about-
or
yeah.
not. Like, because I wouldn't know about their personal life. I don't really get why the students know their personal.
That's why there's
business.
such a strange boundary in this day and age. It's like teachers should be hanging out with kids anyways. Like,
Yeah, they shouldn't be really telling them about their personal business because you're supposed to be teaching the Bible to these kids. So why are you even like telling them? That's not part of their education.
That's strange.
Where the disinformation, and how do you know that's definitely why they got fired? Because that's supposed to be like between the person that fired them and the person that got fired. So unless they're going around being like, it's because of this, doing a Jussie Smollett thing, Empire guy, like, this is MAGA country.
Jussie alone, I still believe him.
You still believe
I still believe him, yeah.
Did you see the note that he sent to himself?
I believe him. I don't care. You can't tell me nothing. I don't trust the police.
He's walking around at 2 a.m. with bleach and rope. I'm sorry, nah. Everyone's crying.
He went to
warfare.
get sandwich.
Nah, you can get fired. I've been fired for lesser things than this. Like, and I don't go to the media. Like, this is and all the kids in school.
People aren't gonna really listen. Oh, I got fired for this. Oh, good for you. And
I've been fired for nothing. Is that a hate crime?
Probably.
Not showing up. Is that a hate crime?
You didn't show up. They hating on your sleep. Like,
It's like, I'm a tired person. Was it?
you can't take that. You don't deserve me at my working best. Like,
Was it? I got BPT or whatever. Black
oh my
people
God.
time. I didn't realize it's right when I work.
Facts. When I stroll up, that's when I clock in.
Exactly. I don't know. I feel like this is not the students' business, and they shouldn't really. It's like that's their personal life.
They're your business.
Exactly. You go back to school and read the gospel. You're a Catholic school. Think you're part of a, what do you call it? What do you call it?
Mutiny.
No, public. You think you're part of a public school? Get out of here.
Democracy.
Yeah, there ain't no public school. Now go read your Bibles.
Quickly.
Oh yeah, black metal wannabe pleads guilty to series of. I love how they titled it Black Metal Wannabe. Wait, don't you just mean killer?
Yeah.
Or murderer? Pleads
Facts.
guilty to series of fires at African American Louisiana churches. What does it matter
Oh
that
my
he
God,
likes
it's that
black
hate
metal?
crime. That's another terrorist. It should say terrorist in it because he's terrorized. He's going around terrorizing black churches.
Yeah, and supposedly, like, what is it? Christian group says atheists and Satanists persecuted them by skewing their Twitter posts, just like trolling them. I don't think the troll was that bad for them to like make a story on this one. But there's been a lot worse things that I've seen. So I could have found them some proper tweets.
Man, and that's what they were trying to say, is that they've only just made this week lynching a hate crime 60. Do you know what I mean?
It's just crazy. And then this guy's just a black metal wannabe, not a murderer or a hate
not a
crime
terrorist.
person.
None of this, exactly.
Yeah. This is a bit weird.
Because they only reserve those words for coloured people.
Yeah, and he burnt down 3 churches.
Three churches.
This guy is a serial psychopath.
Terrorist.
Yeah, serial terrorist.
He's a terrorist.
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to Jamaican accent. Therapist. I was like, what? It's a therapist. No.
I'm dead. I'm sorry. Oh my days, no. Yeah, so this guy needs to do time, and they need to time it properly. That's what I say. Okay, what's your story? This one's deep.
Oh, this one's deep too. So Duffy, you remember the British legend singer? Yeah. So if you heard about this recently, she's recently come forward. Like, I always wondered why she disappeared. She was really doing amazing tracks, amazing songs. Like, she was the Adele at the time, wasn't she?
I don't remember, but yeah.
But Duffy, you got me back.
I remember her face. I remember that song.
Yeah, so she was doing amazing, and then she just vanished. Like, and I always wondered, she just deleted her Instagram account, deleted everything. She released an official statement saying that she's going away from the public for a while. And lo and behold, 6 years, 10 years later, she's come out. She's only just come back now and decided to live her truth by speaking out. And she has revealed that she was drugged, kidnapped, and raped.
What? Kidnapped?
Yeah, they kidnapped her and held her hostage for a few days.
That's mad.
Raped her and drugged her. So, like, and that's what made her stay away from the public. Like, we don't know the details or anything of this, but for her to, do you know what I mean? To take herself away from that.
I'm bad at this.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just heartbreaking. Like, that must be something hard to go through. Like, it made her, like, you can tell it affected her so deeply because she wasn't singing anymore. Like, she wasn't doing what she loves anymore.
Yeah.
Even though she was doing so amazingly. But she was thinking of her mental health first, which is what kids, you know, with all these kids and Disney and stuff like that, they don't get to have that, do they? They just keep being forced to keep making money, keep doing videos. You're sad, we need money, mummy needs a new tennis court, keep doing this. And that's what, I admire her for that. Like, that's keeping your soul. That's not selling your soul to the devil, in a sense, if you know what I mean, for money.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad she came out about that. But mate, now you talk about Disney, yeah? Disney's had its first animated Disney movie with openly homosexual character to debut in March. So some people have boycotted the film, some parents, pro-family advocates, and I'm not sure they're saying Christians as well here.
So you mean that we had to wait till 2014 for the first black Disney character?
Yeah, they're acting like this is the next step. Like, we've had an all Asian cast, a black person in a Disney film, and now this is next step. And supposedly in the film she says that she's got like a wife and children or something, the character. But I love how the character's got one eye, like Illuminati hair, like what the heck, and a unicorn point. Like, what is that? What is that? And it actually looks like the female that's doing the voice. What is that? And I'm sorry, yeah, if any Christian, they shouldn't be watching Disney anyway, full stop. Like, I'm sorry, you don't even watch Disney because Disney is bad. It's all about magic and stuff. You know what this film's about? It's called Onwards. And they resurrect their dead dad for for a day, just by it's just his legs. So that's the whole joke of it. Yeah, and it's just like, okay, yeah.
How effed up is that? Could you imagine a kid's show?
Have you ever watched
about someone's life instead? Oh my God.
It's weird. And have you watched Full Metal Alchemist?
Yeah.
It's like that. Like, even though they're making it funny, like, oh, it's just the legs, that's still an adult topic. Like, I don't really feel like that's suitable for kids anyway, the whole movie.
And they need to go back to the drawing board of that.
Yeah, that's weird. And then an ex-witch and lesbian warns about new Disney show. It's not a joke. That realm is very real. So she's saying that, like, witchcraft and all that's very real. She used to practice in it. This isn't about the same movie. This is about a series that's coming out on Disney where where there's a girl or something. She's stuck in hell and she makes friends with a witch, and the whole series is set in hell.
But they're making it.
And this is a Disney show.
So now we have to sign a new petition. Great. Look at these guys.
I'm petitioned out. I'm petitioned out.
Like this past year, the amount of petitions I've had to sign compared to all my life it's a joke. It's a
yeah, sorry,
joke.
ex-witch, ex-lesbian, and ex-drug addict.
Oh, cool.
And she used to work
a
with
drug
Disney.
addict. Well done, Disney. You topped yourselves off this time.
So even this girl is warning you, witchcraft and stuff is not a joke. She's dabbled in it.
She's doubled in it.
And this thing, I don't even know what this thing is. It's got one eye. Like, people wake up, man.
Illuminati.
Yeah, I ain't falling for that. That is creepy. I didn't want to watch that film anyway. Disney's gone downhill. What happened?
What happened?
I remember. I didn't even like what do you call it?
Aristocats.
No, Princess and the Frog.
I loved that movie, although
I didn't like that she wanted to make gumbo. I thought that's rude.
That's why she wanted to work more. Like that's what I don't understand about the movie. I will
Like,
say
what kind of
this.
girl are you?
It's an amazing movie, especially with, like the Louisiana, like you know the whole the Louisiana, the gumball.
Yeah, I like that vibe, but I didn't see.
But
why
at the
it had
same
to be
time,
gumbo.
yeah, she's essentially like a slave, like.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
And that's what, yeah.
Oh yeah, and Christian leaders speak out as Trump's extended travel ban goes into effect. So they're saying let the Muslims in, let them in, no Muslim ban. Yeah, so the Christians don't like it no more. So
Well, no,
Trump
banning
doesn't
Nigeria.
represent Christians, yeah. All this hate. Actually, what are you talking about? Taylor Swift's campaign.
No, we're talking about her big feet, but.
Taylor Swift has decided to show up as a man, which is fitting. And she was hating on pretty much everyone. Yeah.
I don't like Taylor Swift. You know?
I don't like her. I don't know how she got so overhyped.
Neither do I.
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch her on that was Kesha? I was about to say that. Do you
No.
remember the Sweet Life of?
I don't really know much about Taylor Swift. I just know I don't like her. Oh yeah, a group of furries stopped a domestic violence assault and helped police make the arrest. So I don't know why furries are coming out to play right now, but a lot's happening.
You mean there's a bunch of adults dressed up in costumes going around, like
We're in
superheroes?
2020. This is movement progressing. We're advanced now.
Oh my days! Imagine they're getting their horn on and.
Imagine if they're chicks as
Excuse
well
me.
walking around as furries. Like, I don't even know what. This is the future, people.
Mate, it's just a snuff film, like.
This is borderline bestiality, especially the creepy faces. Like,
It's
you're into
inanimate.
dogs.
I feel like it's like inanimate, like cartoons, like inanimate objects.
They're trying to act like they saved the day. They're not the freak.